And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Luke 14, verse 27. In summary, carrying the cross is a daily task of surrender. James 4:7. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. What areas still need surrendering?
All people have inherited this flesh, and this influences our thoughts, words, and actions. When I give my life to Jesus, I commit myself to stop serving sin and doing my own will, and to start serving God. So I have decided no longer to agree to the lusts and desires that come from my flesh. But my new mind doesn't mean my flesh has changed. I quickly notice that my lusts are very much alive, and I still get tempted. This is why I need to take up my cross daily. We'll get back to that later. To take up my cross is something that takes place in my mind. When thoughts that aren't pleasing to God come to my mind during the day, I deny them and put them to death on an inner cross. So taking up my cross is basically to say no to my own self-will and lusts when I am tempted. It hurts to deny the sinful thoughts that I naturally tend to think and which are in opposition to God's will, even if my whole desire is to do what's pleasing to God. Taking up my cross causes suffering for my flesh, which doesn't get what it wants. The Bible calls this suffering in the flesh, and the Apostle Peter writes, "Therefore, since Christ suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves also with the same mind, for he who has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin." 1 Peter 4, verse 1. The Holy Spirit gives me the strength to remain hanging on the cross, to keep saying no to the demands of my flesh until the lusts die. Then I truly become free from sin. As a human being, my flesh is full of selfishness. That is why Jesus says that I have to deny myself and take up my cross every day, all my life. As I use this cross day by day, bit by bit I'm overcoming sin and becoming more like Jesus. Life gets better and better when I'm no longer bound to reacting the way I used to, and it also gets better for others to be around me.